Hello, just coming to you with a quick book haul video. Posty speed, I've waited in all day, but he finally arrived. To start with this package, you know, I love getting new books. So, which one's this? Book of the Witch Moon, authored by Michael Ford. Nice thick book. There's the bag, just in case I muck up any of the words. I'll read it for you. The Book of the Witch Moon presents the forbidden works of chaos, vampiric and Luciferian sorcery, containing a grimoire outlining dark feminine currents of Hecate. The book outlines the practice of satanic or Luciferian witchcraft from a cunning craft viewpoint. Witch Moon explores ritual and dream lycanthropy. How interesting. Chaos sorcery and Luciferian ritual practice. The foundation of the Book of the Witch Moon is in the darksome practice of vampirism and predatory spirituality. The 9 angels and the trapezoid workings, inspired by Anton LaVey and presented around the cult of Deva Yashna, the Persian demon sorcery of Yatuk Dino, contains the rituals of dream, ritual and astral vampirism as an initiatory tool. Other Kabbalistic workings presenting the Clip-Off and the Tree of Dave or Hidden Wisdom contains the grimoire based on ancient Egyptian vampirism, Liber AAPEP, Luciferian magic practice, the chaos cult workings of Corazon as vampire, the rites of Hecate, the infernal and Luciferian Sabbath, and the foundations of satanic practice in magic. Containing in this massive grimoire is also a study of the Order of the 9 Angels from a Luciferian perspective, centered around their forbidden workings, including the appearance of Lilith Babylon as Baphomet, the Mistress of Blood. It says it's illustrated by Elder Isla Ford, Nathaniel Harris, who's the author of Wicca, Book of the Cunning. So that sounds like an almighty good read. It take me some time. It sounds great, you know. There's a couple of interesting pictures, you know. You're seeing these as I'm seeing them. Let's see if we can find any more. Oh, there you go. So there's that one. Oh, there's 2 in here. What's this one? Oh, Fallen Angels and the Origins of Evil. Did rebel angels take on human bodies to fulfill their lust for the daughters of men? I can do a video just on this at a later date. This sort of topic has been somewhat part of my life from a very, very early age. Perhaps I'll discuss that another time. So it says, did these fallen angels teach men to build weapons of war? That is the premise of the Book of Enoch, a text cherished by the Essenes, early Jews and Christians, but later condemned by both rabbis and church fathers. The book was denounced, banned and lost for over 1,000 years, until in 1773 the Scottish explorer discovered 3 copies in Ethiopia. Elizabeth Clare Prophet examines the controversy surrounding this book and sheds new light on Enoch's forbidden mysteries. She demonstrates that Jesus and the apostles studied the Book of Enoch and tells us why church fathers suppressed its teachings that angels could incarnate in human bodies. Fallen Angels and the Origin of Evil takes you back to the primordial drama of good and evil, when the first hint of corruption entered the pristine world, Earth. We have The Inner Mysteries. This is a Wiccan book. It says on the back, Modern Wiccan Spirituality. A look into the underlying principles behind modern magic and witchcraft. The Inner Mysteries provides an integrated training system for both solitary witches and coven-based trainees in the form of magical energy practice and cosmology. By fully explaining how magic works, this volume makes numerous Wiccan practices approachable, including circle casting, raising energy, elemental work, and drawing down the moon. Illustrating how Wicca is a modern, non-dogmatic and dynamic tradition, still in a state of evolution, The Inner Mysteries outlines the tenets of progressive witchcraft, putting a connection with deity at the forefront of witchcraft practice. In addition, this book covers history, spirituality, metaphysics, and how to form a coven. Whilst I'm not Wiccan, I do read many books. When I looked at this one online, this one really sort of jumped out at me. The next two books were recommended to me. Somebody thought I would enjoy them. So, the first one that was recommended was A Magical Life, written by Martin Booth. The back reads, A Magical Life is a detailed and extensively researched biography, a uniquely unbiased study of one of 20th century's most charismatic, misinterpreted and controversial figures, a brilliant polymath whose considerable intellect and talent were crushed by his self-destructiveness. I really look forward to reading this one. I definitely want to read more of Crowley's work. The next of the recommended two is Spells and How They Work. In this authoritative study, Janet and Stuart Farrar discussed the principles underlying all spells and explain why a successful spell is usually composed of three elements: intent, visualization, and willpower. Careful at all times to observe basic rules of responsibility, that a spell should never intend anyone harm or manipulate anyone against their will. This is a comprehensive guide to effective spell casting. The book covers all aspects of spell making, including psychic self-defense, sex magic, Kabbalistic magic, and talismans. There is a generous anthology of actual spells, worldwide, past and present, drawn from history, literature, folklore, old grimoires, and from 20 years' experience of the authors. This one is a Wiccan book. Just so you're aware, it will discuss sort of ethics that correspond to Wicca. Another book that arrived the latter end of last week is this one. And the back reads, this is a book that acts as a traveller's guide to a hidden country within each human being. Primal people all over the world embrace the ideas discussed in this work: the animistic worldview, spiritual communion with the dead and the unseen world, sorcery and magic. Author and traditional witch Robin Artisan explores these mystical themes from the perspective of the old faiths and pre-Christian metaphysical impulses of Europe and the British Isles, bringing a new perspective to these ancient practices and making them more accessible. This book is the key to the door that leads into the mythical dimension of each person and every feature of the sacred landscape. It helps to unlock the hidden wisdom of folklore, shed light on the enigma of the human being, and manifest an experience of the wisdom of the old ways, insofar as a book can. This book is about getting out of books and back into the spiritual dimension of the land itself, and requires considerable dedication and work. Originally a self-published book by the author, this is the 3rd edition. So this is this one. So I've got quite a bit of reading material now to take me up to December. I have actually got some books that Postie hasn't brung yet. I think there's one left to be delivered. So hope you enjoyed having a quick look at these new books. Thanks, bye bye.